We encounter numerous things in our daily lives that individuals appear to take for granted. The majority of people follow the crowd, regardless of whether it's digital conduct, social conventions, or cultural practices. However, there is a rare species of males that do not. Men who are sigmas. They have different wiring. Silent observers who see the world through a lens honed by reason, independence, and self-awareness. They see a lot of popular societal norms as not only odd but downright absurd. In this video, we'll look at 8 things that the rest of the world mindlessly accepts, but Sigma males view as illogical, useless, or perhaps harmful. 1. The unhealthy obsession with celebrities. The public's fixation on celebrities is perplexing to Sigma males. People dedicate their time, emotions, and energy to the lives of others, whether they are devoted to celebrities and musicians or infatuated with influencers and athletes. Why? Because so many people believe they are trapped in their own lives. Living vicariously through others becomes a kind of escape. However, this misconception is rejected by Sigma men. They think that true fulfillment comes from forging your own path, not from seeing someone else's accomplishments. They believe that putting celebrities on pedestals takes attention away from personal development. Instead of worshiping someone they will never meet, they would rather become someone worthy of respect. 2. The desire to impress strangers. The following is one of the odd contradictions of contemporary society. People will go to extreme lengths, sometimes even going into debt, in order to make an impression on strangers. Luxurious automobiles, designer apparel, living a filtered existence. This is seen as empty and illogical by Sigma males. Why bother trying to win over people who don't add anything to your life? Sigmas adhere to their own moral principles. They determine their value by who they are, not by how they are seen by others. They don't engage in status games. They aren't looking for likes. They live to have an impact, not to be cheered. 3. Emotional outbursts and road rage while driving. Have you ever seen how normal people turn into monsters when they get behind the wheel? Sigma males possess, and they think it's ridiculous. Someone cuts you off, and all of a sudden it becomes a struggle of egos. However, Sigmas keep cool. They are aware that driving when emotional is not only hazardous, but also utterly pointless. Why put your safety at risk to make a point to someone you will never meet again? Emotional control is valued by Sigma males. They realize that acting impulsively is a sign of weakness, not strength. 4. The desire to document everything. Today's culture is all about keeping records. People cannot attend a concert, dine, or take in a sunset without documenting it, as if the experience is somehow validated by living through a screen. This is absurd to Sigma males. For them, the goal of existence is to experience it fully, not to demonstrate that it occurred. They are present, in their opinion. No filters, no distractions. The world doesn't need to be proven anything. Since social media is not a place for genuine experiences, but rather for the heart. 5. Continuing to do the same things while expecting different outcomes. Insanity. People frequently exhibit the same behavior repeatedly, yet anticipate a different outcome, which is something that Sigmas often find hard to believe. That is the epitome of madness. People whine about bad jobs, toxic relationships, and bad health, but they don't want to make any changes. In contrast, Sigma guys adjust. They make an analysis. They find out. They change. They don't consider making errors to be anything to be ashamed of. Rather, they feel ashamed of making the same error again. A Sigma believes that if something doesn't work, you should try smarter rather than harder. 6. Social climbing and fake identities. Social advancement is a way of life in many groups. To gain status, people will alter who they are by pretending, lying, or overperforming. Sigma males don't engage in that behavior. They don't care about pleasing the in crowd or trading authenticity for fame. They find it humiliating and exhausting to pretend to be someone else in order to gain respect. Integrity is much more important to them than impact. Additionally, they will choose to stand alone rather than be fake in order to fit in. 7. Debating politics. The topic of politics is rarely discussed by Sigma males. Not because they don't have opinions, but because they have come to understand something that the majority of people haven't. These arguments lead nowhere. People have strong convictions. Political discussions frequently turn into shouting matches, driven more by emotion than reason. These battles are pointless, and Sigma males are aware of it. They would prefer to focus on solutions rather than pointless arguments. They prioritize genuine world effects and more profound, meaningful dialogue over wasting energy attempting to win a debate. 8. Pursuing women who are difficult to approach. The excitement for many people comes from the chase. It's pointless to Sigma males. They don't pursue. They are enticing. The Sigma male walks away if a woman is playing games by intentionally creating distance or drama to appear desirable. They don't care about proving their worth to anybody. They place a high priority on shared interests, transparency, and emotional maturity. They believe that relationships should be based on honesty, not tactics. They are aware that the ideal woman won't keep them guessing, and she's likely not worth pursuing if she's being hard to get. Conclusion. The route followed by Sigma males is one that few are brave enough to tread. A road of clarity, discipline, and emotional detachment from the craziness of contemporary life. They challenge what others blindly follow. They disagree with the common opinion. Furthermore, they are genuine to themselves, no matter how uncomfortable that may make others. Most people may see these 8 items as commonplace. However, they don't make any sense to Sigma males. Do you concur with these conclusions? Which one struck a chord with you the most? I'd like to know what you think, so please leave a comment with your ideas. Hit the like button if this video opened your eyes, and subscribe to get more Sigma-level insights every week. And keep in mind that genuine power comes from comprehending oneself, not from being understood by others. Keep your wits about you. Keep your focus. Remain Sigma.